Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing to you part 2 of my ED story. I promised to do this about 5 months ago and just time passed by and I completely forgot. So thank you to the person who reminded me yesterday to do the update because I literally forgot. I'm really sorry. So we are now in 2020, it is now January, and yeah, lots of change. I definitely wanted to just talk about the things that I've been going through and the things that have changed in me, especially to do with my IBS, my well-being, my mindset, and also when it comes to food, diet, that kind of thing. Just quickly want to talk about the backstory behind everything, what's been going on with me quickly. 2019 basically was just a year of going to the doctors, having appointments and things like that, going to a dietitian, which was recommended to me by a doctor, just to see if I would kind of talk about my experiences with food, maybe have someone to speak to regarding my mental health. My doctor actually told me that I need to start adding fats to my diet to actually up my weight, because obviously at that point I was still very much underweight. So my doctor actually said, you know, you do need to add some fats, which is something they don't usually prescribe to patients, but in the extreme cases, as was mine, she did say fats is something that you need. So under her advice, I started to add fats into my diet. I moved back into my mum's house, which is where I'm at right now. And this phase I would call my recovery phase, because I feel like I've done the most change in a positive way over the last 6 months than I ever have in the last 2 years. Without moving back here and just having even somebody to kind of check up on me, somebody that's in the house with me, somebody that's going through the things with me, I feel like I would have easily gone back into my old mentality, my old habits, my old eating habits, etc. So as much as I wasn't happy coming back to my mum's house, you know what, it's done the best thing for me health-wise. I can't say how happy I am right now that I actually ended up coming back here, because my mum has been really good, amazing at times. You know, she's a mother, but maybe she doesn't know this, but she's really helped me with my recovery, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, it's been a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. The first couple of months were terrible. We fought a lot, but actually coming into January now, I realised that things have calmed down, I've calmed down, our relationship is a little bit better. So I'm just really happy to be here, and she's helped me massive. I just wanted to break this video down into sections so that I'm able to cover everything and not miss anything out. So I want to start first with just things to do with my weight and my body image. So last time I spoke to you, my weight was roughly around the 48 kilogram mark. Now January, I'm now I've crossed into the 50 marks. I'm now about 51-52 kilograms, which is deemed to be healthy according to BMI, which is great, because in the last 2 or 3 years I haven't been in that range before. So obviously it's a massive change for me, it's a massive achievement. I should feel quite happy and proud of myself. Not gonna lie, there's been days where I've actually been quite sad and depressed about it, because again, it's such a massive change for me. I feel the weight a little bit more in my body. I feel it. When I look at myself in the mirror, I can see it. A lot of my gain actually is muscle, so I have to remind myself it is muscle, which again is heavier than fat, as they say. So sometimes it does feel like it's a lot, but if it's muscle gain, then it's not particularly a bad thing, and that means obviously I'm a little bit stronger, I've got a bit of muscle, a little bit more toned. And with me, when it comes to weight gain as well, a lot of my weight goes straight to my thighs and my butt, because that's just me. I'm pear-shaped naturally, so when it comes to weight gain, it will just sit there. And I've just gained my booty back, to be honest. Like, not gonna lie, again, I've been a bit like, not sure about this. Like, my butt looks really big sometimes, but this is me naturally. This is just my body, and my body is pear-shaped. Like, my body, my butt, my thighs, they love when like I have food, because it just goes straight back there. I can't fit in some of the jeans I used to, but hey ho, you know, that's the way it goes. Lost a little bit of definition in my torso abs area, so it's looking a little softer than usual. Not gonna lie, Christmas kind of came and went. Got a bit of a stomach, not gonna lie. I think everybody kind of went in at Christmas. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a lot of chocolate, things I shouldn't have. In the end, everybody has abs. We just got to like work it out to see them popping. So that's all I've got to do, just work it out, work off that Christmas bloat, and you'll be all right. So my body image is not perfect. I still have days I struggle. I still have days where I feel like I'm a bit of a pig. I feel sometimes like, oh my goodness, I've gained these 2 kilograms. I'm so like big now, I'm so fat, whatever. Yeah, it still happens. I still have to deal with my mind every day, to be honest, because I honestly, it is a habit, and it's just something I'm going to have to keep working on. So just know that I'm definitely not at a right body image right now, but it's better than it used to be, and that's everything, right? As you can now see, guys, I no longer wear a tracker, and in my last video I did make a note and say something about how I wanted to change that, and wearing a tracker just became a habit where I literally could not take it off. I felt compelled to wear a tracker every day, even in bed, and now, like, no tracker. I lost my first tracker, then I tried to replace it, then my second one broke, and then the third one just stopped working. And I feel like things like that happen for a reason, and I just got to a point I was like, forget this rubbish, I can't stand this anymore. That day that I took it off, I've never put one back on. So, you know, thanks be to God, honestly. Like, I feel like God just did that on purpose, just so I can break the habit, because if it wasn't for those broken trackers, I'd still be trying to get one. And now I just think, you know what, it's a weight off my life, my hands are free, I don't have this thing strapped to me, I'm not chained to this tracker. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just actually was like chains. So praise to God, because yeah, those chains are broken. Amen. Fitness exercise wise, added heavier weights routine, so now I do lift a bit heavier. To be honest, I've quickly got to a place where I'm getting used to it, so I feel like I need to step up again, especially when it comes to my legs and my thighs. I feel like my strength is mainly in my bottom half, so my bottom half is very strong in comparison to my top. I feel like I already need to get heavy weights for my bottom half, because I'm already like kind of flying through exercises, and that's kind of an indicator telling you that you do need to step it up. So I don't know, that happened really quickly in the space of 2 months. I'm kind of needing to get other weights now. My stamina is really good at the moment. I feel like even my cardio warm up, I'm able to do like a few more minutes every day. I don't feel like completely spent when I've done my warm up in the morning. I used to be like absolutely dead on the floor after like 20 minutes cardio, but now I do my little jogging place or sprints and stuff, and I'm not completely exhausted. So that's a really good sign as well, that my endurance is built up, my fitness is getting better, and yeah, just I really hope like to get to a level of being more like an athlete as well, like having a bit more of a stamina is really important to me, you know, because my life is running around after buses, and I really need to be on top of that. Rest. Before, I would like have 5 days of complete and utter workouts, and like even at the weekend feel bad about having rest days. Now, if I get up in the morning and my body is aching and I'm just tired, you know what, I just say, you know what, it's okay, I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to have that extra 30 minutes, that extra hour, because my body is crying. I'm not going to put myself through strain because I feel like I need to. No, I'm not doing it anymore. I just feel like I never reaped any results. And having more rest days and actually giving myself time to breathe, I feel like I'm actually able to hit a workout better the next day, because I've had time to rest my legs and my limbs and my arms and stuff. This recovery period has been really important because, to be honest, I do love food, and going through my eating disorder, I denied myself of enjoying food, and coming into recovery has been so good because I've been able to eat the foods I've always loved since I was little without feeling guilt. Now I feel like I can eat carbs, and before I used to cut carbs like crazy. Like, I'd be scared of eating carbs, I'd never touch them. Today I can have breakfast and have oats. I love having toast now. Like, toast is like a little something that I love toast, and buttered toast. Carbs is like the best thing ever. I really love carbs. What else? I feel like I can just like have pastries, croissants, things like that. Also, importantly, I am now considering myself more of a vegetarian than a vegan. I used to be vegan very strictly, but now I'd say I'm more vegetarian because I've actually reintroduced eggs into my diet, and eggs are protein powerhouses. If you already know this, I'm sure most of you already know, eggs are just packed of protein, have a bit of fat as well, but protein particularly. And as somebody who does like to work out and who is striving for muscle gain, I really need that protein to keep up, and I feel like eggs keep me full for longer and help me to hit my protein intake every day. So I feel like protein in eggs has like been something that I've been missing. Honestly, I don't know how to survive without having eggs for so long, because they really, really do wonders. Don't know if there's going to be a day that I will go straight back to having meats. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel more like I really kind of want to start eating meat again, especially things like chicken and fish. I don't know, I'm getting this sort of like want for those foods. I feel like I've been looking at them and I don't know, I feel like I'm having a craving again for them. But I don't know, if I don't, then it's not a big deal. If I do, then it's not either. Like, I can pretty much survive well as a vegetarian, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, never say never, right? I also realised that my hunger has been slowly decreasing. I've not been ravish and like ravenous anymore. I feel like I'm not going through those periods of irritability where I get so hungry and I'm just mad at everyone and I begin to shake and I feel upset and angry. I feel like when I have a meal now, I feel like I'm calm and I don't feel like I need to go and have like seconds of the same meal. I obviously still get snacky. I'm very much a snack person, to be honest. I love having snacks. But when I have a meal, I don't feel like empty, like I haven't had anything to eat. I feel like my hunger cues are really kind of calming down now. I don't feel like I'm in starvation mode. I feel like my body is saying, okay, like you're feeding me properly now. I don't feel like I need to be like, ah, when I eat. Because I felt like that. I felt like I instantly needed to go and have something else after a big meal. And now I feel pretty much satisfied. Still like sugar, let's be honest. I do like cake. And I still have those things, but it's not like a desperation. I can like hold off, you know, have a little bit more self-control as well over food. So yeah, really happy that my hunger's slowly coming down, because that was the worst part about going through my ED and having IBS, is that kind of like irritability, and that's really improving. So yeah, that's the best thing as well. Food is fuel. I just need to change my thinking about food. I know food for me has always kind of just been a comfort thing where I just eat because I can. And if I keep in my mind that I'm eating this food to fuel me so that I'm able to do what I need to do every day, it will stop me from overeating. So when I've had that mindset, I've realised I've not had to kind of like cram loads of food in my mouth. I feel very satisfied with what's in front of me. So if you're struggling with food, just remember that food is fuel. You know, don't use it for comfort or anything like that. I'm still trying to work on my like sweet tooth, because to be honest, I do like cake, and I still after every meal desire having something sweet. I'm just trying to change it for healthier things. Right now it's not working. Nothing quite fills the spot like cake. I don't know what it is. There's just something about cake that I just can't get enough of. I've tried, I really have. I'm struggling. Like, if you have suggestions for healthier desserts that are kind of like cake, then definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you have when you really want like a nice like chocolate sweet dessert. Now on to the last bit, which is all about my IBS and that kind of like having digestion issues and things like that. And some of you have hinted as well that you suffer with IBS and you've struggled with your dieting, your mindset, your eating. So yeah, my IBS, I'd say again, like my whole diet and fitness has really improved. I still get symptoms, you're not gonna lie. I still get bloating, I still get bowel issues, I still get headaches sometimes. Sometimes some foods still don't agree with me, my stomach still grumbles or whatever throws a fit. There has been a few nights I've woken up and I've got the biggest stomachache in the world, or I felt sick, that kind of thing. So these things, they still happen. I think the best ways that I've been managing this are to do with medication. I have to say, you know, medication has helped me. It's not been prescribed by doctors, it's actually more enzymes. So I think I've touched on this before, but I find that probiotics and digestive enzymes have worked wonders for me. I'll put the links and the names of the ones that I actually use, but I find that when I'm eating a meal, if I know I'm going to eat something, I will take a digestive enzyme before the meal and probiotics throughout the day. And for me, this works wonders. It helps really digest the food that I'm eating, especially if it's complex. So say if it's a mixture of carbs, protein, fats. Usually with IBS, or with my IBS, I find it difficult to digest different food groups at the same time. My IBS, I think, orientates a lot around eating and the foods that I eat. Stress and things like that do come into it from time to time, but I feel like it first began when food issues began. Also now, because I'm now vegetarian and I've been slowly trying to introduce dairy back into my life because ice cream, cakes, hello. I also take lacto enzymes as well, so I'll put the brand down below, because honestly, especially over Christmas, I had so much dairy, cheese, ice cream, milk, cream, everything dairy you can think of, and like that should have killed me. I should have been dead. Not in a proper way, but it should have killed me, and it didn't, because these enzymes are absolutely amazing. I think they're called milk aids. Honestly, like, you can eat ice cream and it doesn't bother you. I took 2 of those all the time before I had something with dairy in it. Completely fine. Absolutely fine. So I've had lots of blood tests and stuff for IBS, just to kind of see again if there's any medical issues. Every single one of them comes back absolutely fine. So my IBS looks like it's nothing serious in a sense of it being like a life-threatening medical issue. It's almost like something that I just have to manage. It might just be sensitivities to certain things. At least it's not like a dire medical thing, because every test I've had has come back fine. Like, my bloods are fine, everything's fine. Like, there's no issues with me, really. I know the foods I shouldn't eat. Dairy. What else? Chickpeas sometimes. In a way, I could easily live trigger-free. Sometimes I choose not to, because I'm in a situation where everybody's having fun and I don't want to be that person that misses out. I just deal with it the next day. That's kind of what I need to realise now. I just have to deal with it. And some people, they get away with doing what I can't do anymore. That's just my life. I just know I have IBS. It's something I need to manage. I just quickly wanted to say before I end this video, I wanted to mention somebody on YouTube I feel has really, really been such a positive influence on my whole recovery, on my whole ED, the outlook of life, and just getting better. And that's somebody called Stephanie Buttermore. And Stephanie is like a fitness person on YouTube, like very inspirational when it comes to fitness and things like that. And she recently, I think about the same time that I was going through my recovery, decided she was going to go all in. She also, at the time before, was very lean. I think she was quite toned as well, and maybe slightly underweight, and was going through like just mad hunger, and just saying she was sometimes upset and things like that. Like, there was just something that she knew she needed to change. And there was a point in summer where she said, you know what, I'm going to go all in, which means she was just going to, I mean, I'm going to put the video down below because I don't want to explain it wrong, but basically it looked like she was just going to eat whatever she needed to eat until she was satiated every day, so that she would get rid of these hunger cues. I don't think it was to lose weight or gain weight. I think it was more to kind of get to a place where she was satisfied in her body and she was no longer irritable or tired or hungry all the time. And she said she got to a place where she was just so fed up of being with somebody who was just always starving, and not having enough to fuel her workouts or even just day-to-day life. So she obviously over these months has been going all in, obviously has been eating in excess of like 2,000, 3,000 calories, 4,000 calories a day. So obviously her weight has just rocketed. She looks so different from when she first began. But you know what? She's inspired me so much because she showed the rawness of recovery, and she showed the times where she was low, where she went through times where she didn't know what she was doing, where she was sad about the way she looked. And she was just real. And like, honestly, at the time, I needed somebody like that to help me and just guide me as well. And kind of, she's like my check-in buddy, so to speak, my virtual check-in buddy. So I love looking at her videos, because the times when I feel low and I feel like I want to give up, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to keep pursuing health, like I just want to go back to how I was, I'll look at a video that she made and it encouraged me to think, you know what, it's worth it. If I'm going to be healthier in my mind, in my body, it's okay. Like, weight gain, sometimes, you know, you feel daunted by the fact you've gained weight. Oh, you know, everybody's kind of talking about losing weight and you're here gaining weight. It feels a little bit weird. But when I look at her and how far she's come, and like, she is like so much healthier and stronger now. Like, honestly, like, she's just put on some serious gains. So I'm really like happy for her, and she's going through some real hard stuff as well with her family, and she's still able to just persevere and push through, and I really, really admire her. So if you don't know who she is, you need to know who she is, because she's such an inspiration. And she obviously doesn't know anything about me, but honestly, I look at her Instagram, her videos, and they've really helped me to just keep going. And that is it for the video. I think I'm going to stop there and wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're going through an eating disorder and you kind of feel stuck and you feel like you can't break this habit, you can break it. Because honestly, I look back at myself a year ago and I'm slightly half disgusted. I say in a way, half sad, because I feel like, wow, I was in such a place I actually thought that was good for me. And looking back now, I've realised that none of that was good for me. What good was it to be underweight, to be in that place where I was tired, starving? Those things are not good. It's not right to put your body in that kind of stress like all the time. And I'm amazed that I'm able to like say that somehow I got through that. That to me, that's not living. I want to live. I want to thrive in this life. I don't want to just hang on. You know, I want to live and just be successful. It's not easy. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of months. Obviously, mine, I'm still going through it. I still haven't got a period yet, so I'm not recovered completely yet. But I know one day I will get back there, because I just need to keep striving, and that's all. You just need to keep going. Your body will get used to it. Your body will, you know, begin to thank you. It will begin to reap rewards. It will take time, okay? It's not going to be easy, but know that, you know, there are so many people out there going through the same thing as you. You're not alone. If you're suffering with IBS, you're not alone. It's a killer. I'm here with you, okay? You know, we have those days where you don't even want to get out of bed because it's that bad, like you just feel disgusting. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I wish you a great happy new year. I hope 2020 is goals and you do amazing things this year. And remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to this channel. Okay, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.